You know, we won't have final numbers for a while, but this is the first year that volunteers are doing this count with the encampment ban in effect. Now, just driving around East Village, I can tell you, you do see far fewer tents. However, I'm also told that a lot of times those encampments just have moved. However, Father Joe's Villages says the need out there is still very high.
We have people with disabilities out there. There are individuals who are seniors who lost their housing. So I think this year I may have seen more of that than I had seen in the past, and that's a situation that we're going to continue to see as our population ages.
And that was Josh Bohannon with Father Joe's. Now, he was among the volunteers out around 4 this morning taking part in this year's count. Mayor Todd Gloria was out there as well, interacting with unhoused individuals, talking to them, hearing their stories. Bohannon says they hand out socks, gift cards, and ask questions like, how long have you been experiencing homelessness? Do you have a family with you? Do you have a disability preventing you from getting housing? And as you heard him just say, he encountered a lot of seniors living on the streets for the first time. Now, the annual count determines how much money San Diego gets from the federal government to help address this crisis. It also gives the city and county valuable data about the homeless population. Now, it's not a perfect count, especially not with this week's storm, which could certainly have pushed people into places where they won't be counted because they're out of sight. CBS 8 spoke to Mayor Gloria this morning, who was very clear about what needs to be done.
We have to build more housing, period, full stop. These folks, generally speaking, cannot afford the rent. There are other issues like addiction and mental illness, but generally speaking, people are having a difficult time finding a place they can afford to live. And that's a result of decades of underbuilding, of not meeting our regional housing targets. And until that changes, people will continue to become homeless.
And last year's count found that more than 10,000 people are experiencing homelessness in San Diego, which was a 14% increase from the previous year. As for this year's number, again, it's going to take some time. Kelly Hessedal, CBS 8.